I the asshole for ruining my wife's work and eating the food before she could take pictures of it.
Oh my God.
My wife runs a website dedicated for cooking and recipes. She takes pictures of food before we eat, whether it's lunch or dinner, and posts them on her Instagram account. To be honest, I'm annoyed by having to wait so long for her to get the perfect shot of the food after decorating it, adding this fork and removing that salad dish. It just takes so long and I lose my appetite from just waiting until she's done. This has become the norm, but yesterday I decided I was having none of it. I came to find that she had cooked an entire feast for her, quote, next cooking project and put it on the table. Note by that, looking at the whole table setting, I figured pictures had already been taken, right? But no. She said she was going to take a few pictures and I had to wait. She went upstairs to get her camera. That's when I grabbed the spoon and started filling my plate from every dish she made and ruining the look as a result. I was hungry and unwilling to wait for around 10 plus minutes to eat. She came downstairs, saw the damage, and blew up, almost crying, saying I just ruined her cooking project that she worked hours for, as well as putting efforts into. I said I was hungry and couldn't wait, but she kept yelling how much of an obnoxious jerk I was for not waiting until she took pictures of the dishes she made. Even said that this was an attempt for me to sabotage her success. I said, oh, please, enough with those conspiracy theories. I'm just hungry and couldn't wait till she got the perfect shot. We had a big argument, and she went upstairs crying. I finished my food, then went out to cool off for a bit. When I returned, she'd threatened that she'll never have me eat anything she cooks and said she'd rather throw it in the garbage than give it to an ungrateful, obnoxious jerk like me. I said this wasn't cool, but she told me to go fuck myself. I said fine, then went to spend the night in the guest room. She texted me the word jerk about 15 times till I turned off my phone. Today she has gone complete radio silence. Am I the asshole?
Motherfucker, you are 100% the asshole. Are you kidding? I mean, like, one, I also, like, should I start texting people jerk just, like, 15 times over? Like, love that.
Yeah.
Love the pettiness.
Very aggressive energy that I'm here for.
Energy.
It's well-deserved.
But I think, like, just, like, overall, he obviously doesn't have any respect for what she does.
None.
Like, literally none. Especially, too, and obviously, like, he doesn't elaborate on what their, like, half and half, maybe financial situation is like. But it's like, if that's her full-time job, then it's like, you should be grateful for a single dish that she allows you to eat. Because, like, I have a friend who, that's, like, her main thing is that she does, like, all the cooking content. And a lot of the time, she just, like, sends it home with friends or, like, donates it or whatever it is. And, like, her boyfriend never expects that it's for him. Like, he's like, this is her job, and like, if there's leftovers, great, but he doesn't go into it with the expectation of like, she's cooking this for me. It's like, buddy, fucking reality check, like, that ain't for you.
No, this is her livelihood. That's why I kind of picked this one, because I was like, it's so relatable. It's kind of like any job. Like, this is literally her job. She runs a website dedicated for cooking and recipes, which, like, literally sounds like what you're describing, like your friend, Remy, right?
Yeah. Cooking with Remy.
Yeah. So it's like, you don't know, like, how invested she is in this. Like, this literally could be her full-time job, her livelihood. So, like, she probably spent hours cooking. Like, cooking God. It's no easy task.
Are you kidding? I'm on a meal plan and I live off Postmates. Like, I have so much respect for people who can, like, whip up a whole feast.
It's incredible. So the fact that he literally purposefully, like she said, it wasn't even an accident where he was like, I thought she was done.
Intentional.
It was so deliberate and intentional that it's like, I think her texting him jerk 15 times is honestly an underreaction.
Should have been 20.
Maybe 50.
Maybe 50.
This is just, it's so rude. And I just like envision like the same thing with you and your crafts. Like it's literally would be like you doing like the DIY YouTube clothes or whatever it is, and then someone just coming in and splashing paint all over it.
Right. Or being like, hey, I'm going to go wear this and eat spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like that's like the same energy. I also think too, like I have more understanding and empathy because I feel like you hear of significant others, boyfriends, whatever it might be, of an influencer who's like at brunch and like just wants to like take a picture of the food before they eat. Cause like I've 100% been like, babe, like don't touch your latte. Like I just want to like, I'm just like a quick Instagram story. Cause there's a cute like little leaf on the top of it.
It's adorable.
And it's like, I give myself 60 seconds to do that, and we have like an understanding that like I would never make him wait like a long time to get an Instagram story, because like I'm not a fucking food blogger.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason that I should be staging a whole photo shoot at the table of like a casual lunch. Like there's just no reason. And so like I understand when the significant other of an influencer gets impatient in like those moments, because they're just like, that's just like for funsies. Like it's not.
Yeah.
And there should be like a mutual understanding that there's like a certain amount of time that's like acceptable. But like that's an entirely different situation.
I completely agree. But also, like, what does he say? He has to wait around 10 minutes.
I'm like, boo fucking who?
Just go eat a saltine cracker if you're really starving. Like,
I ate saltine crackers on the way here.
I love saltines. I live off them. But it's like, you can't tell me you don't have like one snack in your house that where like you're starving.
You're gonna die.
Waiting 10 minutes is gonna ruin your appetite.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me you don't have one little snack that you can just take a nibble of to tie you over.
Also, like, welcome to 2022. We do have microwaves. If your food needs a little warming, you're gonna survive.
Yeah.
I think that I would break up with him. Like, I know that she wasn't like should I? It was more like, should I forgive him? Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
But like, if he doesn't respect what you do, and like so much of your career takes up so much of your life.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't respect that, that's like him not respecting the majority of like what you do.
Well, and they're married.
Oh, they're married?
They're married. So it's like like, unless this is a recent thing, but
Yeah.
like, even so, like, be supportive. Like, this is your wife.
Right. Not only does she like probably financially like contribute to the relationship, but also if she cooks you all of your meals, you better sit your ass down and be appreciative.
I know. I want to message him and find out what the name of the account is so I can go toss her a follow.
I know, right? The foodie account. I'm
Yeah.
so here for it.
Top comment on this one. You're the asshole. What the actual fuck? Sounds like this is her job or at minimum an important hobby. Keep a Lunchable and a juice box in the fridge.
You child.
For when you need to act like a child.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, that's top comment with 60 math here. I'm have to round. Oh my god, 69,000 upvotes.
69,000?
Yeah.
It like brings me a level of comfort to know when people can all come together and agree when someone's being an asshole.
Yeah, that's why I love it. Like, overall vote is asshole. So everyone was just like right on the money.
We're on the same page.
They called them out.
Yeah.
I am going to see if there's any updates. There are no updates. No comments even from OP being like, okay, I get it. I messed up. But 11 days ago, so I'll keep my eyes peeled.
It's always so interesting when people like that, like, I feel like you see the opposite perspective of like her maybe like leaving the comment and like wanting reinforcement, and everyone's like, yeah, like what the fuck, like he is the asshole.
Yeah.
But like when he goes to leave that post and he's looking for the reinforcement and it's like, what is wrong with you?
He literally wanted people to be like, yeah, waiting 10 minutes to eat, that's so rude.
Yeah, oh my god, how, like, no, like I would never stand for that.
I think he was looking for like,
He's looking for backup.
Yeah, what's that account? It's like influencers in the wild.
Yes.
Where it's just like dissing people for like
Making content
in public spaces. And like some of it, it's like, no, like admire that person's confidence to like do a full-on TikTok dance in the middle of the street, a ferry, whatever. There's one that I saw though where it was this like woman and this girl was like sitting at this table eating, but it was like by a window, and this lady comes up and like the mic would be this girl and she's like taking pictures out the window, and the girl is like sitting there like trying to eat, and she's just like, what is happening?
That's uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable. But like this is so acceptable, and just this dude is delusional.
I honestly have like public photo taking anxiety because of influencers in the wild. Because if I end up on that account, like I will have to quit my job. Like that'll just be the end. Like I'll have to not be an influencer anymore if I end up on influencers in the wild.
I had an experience.
Oh my god!
And I thought I was literally going to end up on that. I was in Chicago at Lollapalooza.
Okay.
And my boyfriend, being in music, he had these like special passes through his like whatever, that we got this like private little drink area. Mm-hmm. And so there was like this really cool wall, and it was like almost like a printout wall. Like it just had
like a step and repeat?
I'll pull up my Instagram picture, and like if you're watching on YouTube, I'll insert the Instagram I have from it. But it was like this really cool like art background wall that like almost like Coachella. Like you want to take a picture in front of the art installations. Yes. And like you're at this festival. I flew from LA to Chicago. I had never been to Lala. Like it was just a really fun time for me. So it was me and my boyfriend, and I had him take like some pictures of me. And I like rapid fire. I like just having my options. I go through them after.
Yeah, 300 options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I like take a couple and go check. I'm like, oh, let me fix this. I just really didn't like that. And so I go back and we take some more. And there's this group of people that are sitting there and snickering at me. And they're like, I remember when I was an Instagram influencer. Ha 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 ha. And I'm like,
I would sob.
I literally like, I go sit in the grass after and I'm just like,
I hate people like that though. Also too, like when there's, okay, one, you're at like a public event where there's like specifically art put into the environment because they want it to have the exposure of it being on social media. Like, I just hate that energy so much. It makes me so self-conscious.
yeah.
And
it was so bad. But then on the flip side, like I went to Coachella and like Revolve Fest.
Yeah.
Like I magically got in there somehow. And the energy there is the total opposite. Like everyone is like, yes, girl, get that shot.
Oh my God. Yeah,
like everyone's so about it. And I'm just like, so you just need that energy.
I know. I love that energy. I actually remember that same thing. Like, because they had so many specific like photo areas too, because they know, wheel. Yeah, the Ferris wheel, the carousel,
the flower.
Yeah, the flower hill. Yes. And everyone like is so respectful. Exactly. They're like, yes, girl, get it.
They wait their turn.
And they wait their turn. Ugh, like that is the energy that we need, especially just like, you know, that everyone there is a content creator. And I just, there's such a stigma of it being cringy. And
this guy is like perpetuating that.
Yeah. And there's such a stigma of it being cringy, and it sucks because like it's such like an actual career path. And when you ask kids now, like in school, like what do you want to be when you grow up? Everyone's like, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a gamer, I want to be a streamer, a content creator, an Instagrammer. And so like, I don't know, I'm so over it being like looked down upon.
Yes. And like, I think it's so amazing, like for kids to have that idea versus like non-traditional stuff and like embrace their creativity. Like there's that one little kid that's on YouTube that just reviews toys.
Ryan?
He made like 23 million one year, didn't he?
He's one of the richest YouTubers like in the world.
Yeah. And so it's like, dream big, kiddos. Like
seriously. Or even like if you want to go have a traditional job, but you also like want your like content creator side hustle.
Yeah.
Go do that.
I know.
Go get your little coin on the side.
I know. I had a lady I worked with at the hospital that I used to work at, and her daughter was like 4, and she's like, yeah, she wants to be a YouTuber. I'm like, I'm not a YouTuber. I just like have my podcast on YouTube. There's my imposter syndrome. But I was like, let me help you. Like, let's get her set up. Like, look at the toy kid.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's on it yet. So
okay, give her a few years.
I know.
Give her a few years. She'll be there.
I hope so.